A thread by Soul War. What a difference a week makes, huh? A solid week of doubt, fear, and uncertainty as rumors, accusations, and threats flew back and forth across a divided America. Election night was a nail biter right up to the point when the Democrats decided to immolate themselves as we watched. In an unprecedented move in American history, they simply stopped counting ballots, claimed they were through for the day, and then promptly dumped hundreds of thousands of suspect mail in ballots into the totals in the middle of the night. All for the Biden Harris ticket. President Trump was literally about to win re-election in decisive fashion, so the Democrats increased the cheat. I say increased because, as we are now learning, the fix was already in, but they fumbled it. President Trump's tireless campaigning and rallies bore a huge red wave. Anywhere from 7 to 10 million unexpected Trump voters swamped the swamp so badly they had to either accept Trump's victory or pull out all stops to prevent it. Being Democrats, they brazenly cheated and then relied on their mainstream media and big tech to back them up and force Americans to agree. As Trump supporters took to the streets in righteous fury at what was unfolding before their eyes, we watched the gaslighting and censorship go to maniacal levels. Two dear members whom I call Trump morale officers, like me, were banned in one day with zero explanation. Brian Cates, Thomas Wichter. For days, we watched the Democrats smugly celebrate their free and fair victory over Orange Man Bad as they and their sycophants demanded we bend the knee and accept the inevitable. Communism is inevitable. Serfdom is our proper place. You can't win, so just give up, okay? Not only did we not give up, but more and more patriots swarmed the streets in actual peaceful protests, waving the flag and calling for the fraud to be exposed and repudiated. We stopped listening. Fox destroyed itself for nothing as Biden accepted his coronation by the mainstream media. Trump's team was digging into what happened and were uncovering mountains of evidence that the Democrats engaged in coordinated acts of voter fraud on a massive scale. Democrats, the mainstream media, and big tech went all in from the moment they declared Biden the winner to force President Trump to concede. It was all going smoothly, they thought. And on Sunday night, Biden and Harris accepted their tainted victory. Look at Harris's eyes. Are they buying it? Did we get away with it? As I said in my last thread, millions of Democrats don't care they cheated. They're fine with it. Sunday night, November 8th, 2020, was the high watermark of the greatest crime in American history. Yes, it actually dwarfs Spygate and Huntergate. It cut right to the heart of our republic and has seriously damaged our electoral system. We will be struggling to reform it for years. Monday, the fraud was irreparably exposed, and on Monday night, a Twitter user named Some Bitch I Know cracked the code on the Democrat fraud machine. She discovered Maidengate. Democrats appear to have been using women's maiden names to commit fraud. Link in the thread to another thread from Brian the Great explaining that. I also did a video on the same topic, #Maidengate. This, coupled with the Dominion Software's hammer and scorecard being used multiple states across multiple elections to apparently commit vote switching from opposition to Democrat in a consistent pattern will, if backed up in court, spell the doom of the Democrat Party. A website has been set up as literally hundreds of women have confirmed in less than 24 hours that ballots have been cast in their maiden names. Maidengate.com. I'm being told the number of false ballots under hashtag Maidengate alone could be in the millions. Some bitch I know tweets dead names, maiden names, divorced names, adopted names, married names. Check them all. Hashtag Maidengate. The deviousness of this scheme is staggering. Any surface check of a voter roll would look normal. Just hours after Giuliani embarrassed Philadelphia Maidengate was uncovered. So the bots and operatives immediately descended. Uselessly. We are aware now. Some bitch I know tweets, someone voted in my mom's maiden name in a state she doesn't live in, you jackass. I think she's talking to a bot. The Democrats were compiling not just the names of the dead, they were listing and using the former name of a woman every time she married or remarried to commit vote fraud. They must have been doing it for years. How many elections? How many fraudulent victories? How contemptuous must they have been looking at us? Losers, suckers, and chumps, they thought, as they got away with it over and over. Well, it all ends now. You're finished. A.G. Barr already had a long and distinguished career. He came back to destroy you for what you've done to our nation. Asked by America's champion who infiltrated, studied, and learned how the Democrats did business. Now he's giving them the business, and man, do they deserve it. We told you to buckle up and fear no darkness. Here's one voice that never did, author Thomas Wichter. Thomas is past sick of Trump supporters yammering their mindless fears at him over the latest lying MSM mouse fart from the Upper Klondike. He doesn't miss Twitter at all. Thomas, my brother Brian, and I are Trump cheerleaders. He is America's champion. The Democrats just spent 6 days trying to make Trump quit as he was preparing to absolutely crush them into the dirt because they have no idea still who he is or us. And they live here with us. The Democrats have reached a precipice. They are now pitching themselves right over it as they swing wildly at the phantom Trump that they created. As the real Donald Trump grins and shrugs. Enjoy the show. They earned this. We get to watch in an orgy of Schadenfreude. Trump was golfing because even before the revelation of Maidengate, the Democrats were well caught. This is just an extra layer of delicious icing on our victory cake. So, as the fair weather patriots miraculously reappear to celebrate with us, be sure to mock them mercilessly. We know who is who. Honor, infamy, or shame, each meted out by action or inaction. As a veteran of the psychic wars, this was nothing. Harder battles are coming to you soon, for when ease and opulence abound, the unwary soul begins to stray from the light. Take heed. To support the works of Brent Cates, donate any amount at paypal.me/Brent Cates. Also check out the Americana Rising Teespring store, link in the thread.